This doesn't exactly follow most of the videos that I do, but I picked up an American Girl doll on eBay for $20, and we're going to just kind of clean her up a little bit. She needs a little bit of work, a little bit of love, and that's what this project's going to be. I still consider it crafting because it takes time, and you kind of have to do some little tricks to just get her the way that you want to and all nice and cleaned up, but that's what we're going to do. So this is Kaya, an American Girl doll from Pleasant Company. And there's a couple things going on with her. Let me zoom in. So the first thing that you'll notice is Kaya's hair. Kaya's hair is out of control. I think it's also been cut. And so this is actually the first thing I'm going to work on, and we'll talk about the tools that I'm going to use for that in just a moment. Now, if we look at Kaya's face, her face looks pretty good, but she does have a little bit of white on her face still from where, I don't exactly know. I don't think it was makeup, but it needs to be cleaned up. So that's really her face. Her eyes could probably use a little bit of cleaning, but for the most part, it's hard to see, but for the most part, they open and close on their own. Now let's zoom back out. And let's talk about her arms. So as we can see, her arms here are pretty loose. So I'm going to need to tighten those up. And they also just need a general cleaning. I think she had a little black mark on one of her hands. Now her legs. Her legs are extremely loose. So I'll definitely be restringing those also. And on one of her feet, she has a little white mark, as you can see. Not really a big deal. Now, if we go back to the front of Kaya here, sorry, I'm trying to maneuver her around my tripod. She also has a stain right here on her body, and I'm going to try to remove that with some OxiClean. Now, if we turn her over, there's just one little spot here on her bottom, which should come off pretty easily. Again, the hair's just insane. But nothing really noticeable on the back. I don't think this was cut here. I don't think it was, but I'm hoping I don't have to re-wig her. So I am hoping to start with Kaya's hair, I'm going to just be using my Infinity water spray bottle. It's actually from Luss. I have curly hair. Then I'm going to go ahead and start with a plastic comb to get the tangles out because I don't want to bend my wire bristles on my wire brush. And then I'll be using an American Girl doll wire brush for the final touches. All right, so 12 hours later, this is what Kaya's hair now looks like. So it's looking really, really fantastic, especially compared to what it was. There's still a little few hang-ups here and there, but for the most part, it's good to go. So I'm really, really happy with this. So this took me 12 hours total. So this evening I am going to be doing the other side of her hair over here. And so how I got it this way. So I know at first I had said I was going to use a Downy Dunk. I did not actually do a Downy Dunk. So I washed her hair with Tresemme shampoo and conditioner. I did it once, brushed through her hair. After I got most of the knots out, I washed it again. Then I went ahead and flat ironed it. So I used a comb, just a plastic comb, and went ahead and went from the ends of her hair all the way up to the roots of her hair. And of course, the whole time using a lot of water. Then I went ahead and, so I flat ironed her hair once. Then once I did her hair once I flattened it, it looked like this, which as you can see at the ends, they're still pretty dry. And it was just still really hard to get through her hair. So I went ahead and flat ironed again for the second time, and this is what we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side tonight. I also cleaned up her face with baking soda and water and just a little sponge. And I also cleaned up her arms and legs, which I took pictures of. And so after I do the other side of her hair tonight, the next step is to restring all of these limbs. And so I will come back and show you what that ends up looking like, along with the other side of her hair being done. But I'm really, really happy right now with my $20 purchase from eBay. I also have to get rid of this stain. All right, so we'll see you back probably in another 8 hours. I forgot to mention, when I went through her hair for the second time of straightening, I got her hair really wet with a spray bottle first, and then I used this metal, it's actually a flea comb for a dog, and this is what I used the second time while I was straightening, and I did teeny tiny sections of her hair, like this tiny. I think that's why it took me 4 hours to do one side of her head, but it turned out really well. So welcome back. So this is Kaya, all nice and finished. I got most of the stain off of her body. Her arms and legs have been tightened. As you see, she's standing. I got the white off of her mouth with just a toothbrush. Her left eye still sticks a little bit. It'll need to be worked on. And she does still have this dark black mark on her finger that I'll also need to work on. And her hair looks fantastic. I was wrong, it was never cut. And so this is what her hair looks like. And I'm just really, first of all, I'm really shocked at the way it turned out. I thought I was gonna have to try and re-wig her, and I was dreading that. But it turned out really well. So this is about, I put in about 16 hours to 18 hours on her. Of course, most of it was on her hair, but I'm very happy with my new doll. Now these are, she does have some shine marks that are not going to come off, and I've decided just to live with that. It's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to go and get Kaya dressed, and I am going to braid her hair as it should be done, and we'll see you back in just a little bit. So here is Kaya all finished. So super cute doll, really happy with my purchase. I dressed her in a jumper that I made from, it was Simplicity sewing pattern. So I made that a few years ago, and I'm just really happy with the way that she turned out. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please click like and subscribe below. I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue to make videos with American Girl dolls, but if enough people found this video to be helpful, then I may go ahead and make some more with how to do things for how to make crafts for your American Girl dolls, such as crocheting something or making accessories, sewing some clothes. So yeah, just let me know below if you'd like to see more content like this. Thank you so much.